Hey everyone, my name is Jennifer and I'm a personal development coach. I love to help people break from their blocks, to challenge their limiting beliefs, to break through the fears. And I first learned to do this with myself. And let me tell you something, when you are in bondage, when you are entangled in lies, you don't even know that you are. You think that that world that you live in is normal and that your life will never be looking better and that that is the way of life. If you are unhappy, if you are entangled in a toxic dynamic, if you are working at something you call a job and you don't consider it a career, you are not living to your full potential. You are not walking in your God-given purpose. And it is not easy to get there when you've been lost in the wilderness for so long, or not even in the wilderness, but you've been lost in your own comforts, in the city of your comfort. To break free from any strongholds, you have to be able to withstand the storms that are going to come. You cannot fold and go back to your old ways. If the Lord is telling you to let someone go, there's a reason for it. And it's not going to make sense. You're not going to feel like it. You are going to be filled with fear, and fear does not come from God. And your character is tested through those periods of challenge. Are you going to give in to the fear, or are you going to root yourself in what God is telling you to do? Whose voice? What direction? Because we are given free will. At the end of the day, the way our life unfolds, we only have ourselves to hold responsible. There are so many people that blame God for the decisions that they make. And they make the decisions out of fear, out of not trusting God. And then they get mad at God. Let me tell you some of the things that I have seen in other people's lives that I'm just so impressed when they are able to endure the storms. Some people, God asks them to stop going back to Egypt, quote unquote. Stop going back to that person who is not respecting you. Stop giving your time. Stop giving your money. Stop giving your attention. Stop giving to someone who's only taking, and taking. They are not showing you the level of respect that you deserve by simply being a human being, being a child of God. Often we think that we need to earn someone's love and respect. We don't need to do that with God. We don't need to perform. We don't need to be perfect. That is the whole point of Jesus, his grace. We don't need to become anything. We just need to be. And we are. So therefore we are loved and we are cherished. It is us who doesn't love us ourselves. It is us who doesn't trust to make difficult decisions. Some of the people that I help, they confess to me. And we are to confess each other's struggles, each other's sins, our past mistakes. It says it in the word. It's not my opinion. There's a reason for it, because you start to break free of the bondage that's been holding you back. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to be your mirror as your personal development, wellness, and lifestyle coach. We also go through nutrition and physical fitness. So don't be surprised if you reach out to me and I send you these questions. Where are you on the map of the 6 pillars of wellness that I go through? I need to pinpoint where people are on the map so that I can create a plan so that you can reach the top of the mountain. Some people are asked to not go back to certain relationship dynamics. And what I see is that the people that endure and they hang on to God's direction and instruction, they are the ones that come out winning later at the end. They're the ones that face the most difficulty. They are the ones that make the most difficult decisions, and their life appears to look worse and feel awful, but they have me there to talk to. I'm like their friend. I'm their net. I'm like, come on, let's go, keep going. All right, I know this is hard, but you're stronger than that. You're stronger than your struggle. It's revealing who you are in the midst of the pressure of the struggle. That's when you get to figure out what kind of person you are. Not when life is easy. Not when things are handed to you. Not when things are going great. That's not who you are. Who you are is who you prove yourself to be when you are under pressure. And you don't have to do this alone. That's what I'm here for. And the people that don't fold, that don't give in, that don't fall for temptation, they resist with all of their might, and they hang on to faith. They don't just say they have faith, they walk in faith. They say, Jen, I don't see the fruit. I don't see how this is making any sense. My bank account looks worse. My relationships appear to look worse. I feel lonelier than ever. I feel more desperate, anxious, and depressed than ever for doing what the Lord told me to do. I said, good, keep going, because we don't walk by emotion. We don't walk by feelings. That is not what directs us. What directs us is truth. And when God is speaking truth to you, you need to do this, that, let go of this person, do this, start doing that, start giving here, start giving yourself in this way. Whatever it is that the Lord is asking you to do, and you do it, that's how you build character. And that's when the floodgates of abundance starts to pour in. You want money? Do what God tells you to do. Don't do things for money. Do things out of obedience, for you wanting to please God. We're so entangled in wanting to please other human beings, and we don't even think about God sometimes. We're more worried about what the other flawed human being thinks about us or approves of us, or can we fit in with that group or that person, that we completely abandon God. That is the easy way. Easy decisions today, difficult life tomorrow. I am so proud and I am so impressed when I see the people that the Lord places in my path that I get to witness and push forward, reach the other side when they resist. And then I see that money come in, that beautiful relationship come in, the strongholds of the lies that they have been buying into that they never even realized or saw that they were accepting into their life. When those chains are broken, that bondage is broken, that is the most amazing thing I ever witness in other people. And it's not me doing the work. Just because you hire a mentor, a coach, doesn't mean that your life is automatically going to get better. You just now have a helper and a guide. And if you just do what the mentor tells you to do and you don't argue back, I never understood why people would argue back with their coach. Just take what resonates and throw away the rest. When you can do the work, when you are ready to do the work, you know the saying is, when you are ready, the teacher appears, because you are ready to take it to the next level. If you are tired of living in a loop, have no accountability, have no motivation, have no inspiration, That is what I'm here for. That is my life's work. That is what I'm supposed to do with my life. And I first had to do that with myself. And I felt like I needed to come on here and let you all know that when you're ready to do the work, know that it's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, you wouldn't even be watching my channel probably. You wouldn't be consuming personal development information. But if your spirit and your soul is pushing you towards a breakthrough, it's because you're ready for it. You're not listening just as a passive audience member. You're being pulled. Hey, it is time. It is time to raise up out of the dead. It is time for you to start living your God-given purpose. And you don't have to do it alone. We are not meant to do life alone. Even me, as a coach, I have coaches and mentors myself. I don't just say things. I practice and I live out what I speak. That is how you have to do it. You can't give people financial advice and be in debt yourself, right? That makes no sense. So everything that I tell you all here on YouTube is because I've already done it and I'm seeing it in other people and I know what works. I hope this video served you. If you're looking for a coach, it doesn't have to be me. If you want to work with me, send me a message on WhatsApp. I highly encourage you, find someone that resonates with you and latch on, get into a community. There are so many people out here doing the same similar type of work. We are called to be fishers of men. Go with who resonates with your spirit, with your soul. It is for a reason. God bless you, and I will see you next time. Bye.